Okie dokie, next little video is services for you. This should be a real quick and easy one to run through. This is just where you set up all your services that are actually in the salon or your beauty clinic. Basically, in here you've got a full list of all the services that we offer. You've got create new, change and remove. Again, really simple, wizard driven to create it. What information which we're showing down here, what it is, the description of it, what department it's held in, if it's an active one, and if you want to exclude it from loyalty points. And we've got time and price as well, so we've got time required and the basic price as well for it. We've got notes on the system for it as well, and we've got add new notes down the side here. So if we just go ahead and just do a quick one, you can see how easy it is to set up a service. Pop it in here. Select what department you want to drop it into. Let's drop it into hair. The service category, none, but obviously we want to put it into hair as well, possibly, to put it into a category. It's active, and we can click if it excluded from loyalty points, yes or no. Obviously, if we want it in loyalty points, we'll leave it blank. Time required, 1 hour. Basic price, £50. It tells you what date it was last updated as well. Do you want to adjust a total services take into account for differing service levels? We click yes. So we can go here, and obviously with the like I was saying before, your juniors, your managers, your seniors, stylists, each individual one can obviously have their own time required and price levels. So as we put the standard in as £50 1 hour, we call that our junior. We do a senior. Obviously we can knock that down to 45 minutes possibly, and we can add that up to 75. And we've got standard. Again, we just change that somewhere in the middle. Let's call it 50 just for the sake of it. And we'll put that in at £60 there. Okay, here we can set up the service employees now. Do you want to pre-fill with all employees' service departments? Yep. So what we do is, in here we've got the particular employees that are going to go in. Okay, and we click finish. That's how easy it is to set up a service. So now we know in A here we've got a time and price levels. That's the basic one. We know that we've got the time and price adjustments for each standard level. So we've got an hour, 45 minutes and 50, 75 and 60. So when we are making an appointment in the appointment screen, depending on who we're making the appointment with, it would pre-fill it with their time and their price as well. Just so we obviously the appointment book knows, and obviously it pulls through to the point of sale as well. And obviously we can update that in there as well if things ever change. Just as a click of a button, we can change the time required or change the price levels as well in there. Your service price levels this is where you actually set them up. So you add new, change and remove. It's very similar to all of the wizard driven information that we do. We've got the information at the bottom up there, and obviously we've got the employees that each one's allocated to. So James is our junior, Michael's our senior, and the other three are all standard. So obviously the price levels are allocated to those, and again it's really easy to set those up in there. And then you've got your service categories. That's your categories that we set up in the first place as well. So that's everything that your actual your premises is going to be doing. That's really it really for the services. It's really quick to fly over. You can do a quick report on the service sales as well. If I just expand that out for you, this is really useful because obviously you can see what service and what kind of quantities we're getting on each individual service, and the kind of totals that we're getting monetary wise as well. So at the minute you can see that eyebrow lash and tints getting quite a lot of hits. So you can see what in essence really it's kind of like a bestsellers report. So you can see what's going through the till, what's actually getting what's most sought after. If you've got stuff on there that isn't having any sales at all, you might consider knocking it off and bringing something else in. Or if you've got something that's selling so much that you haven't got enough time to get everyone in, you might want to bring in another employee, or say for example James there, you might want to train him up to be able to do that particular service. Obviously you've got more employees doing that service, so it's really good view to see how your salon's doing at a service, from a service point of view. And that's a quick and easy services for you. On the right hand side you've got active again, so you can just turn on and off services as and when you know you are and aren't doing them. So say for example you're going to quit on the waxing, just knock them straight off. That takes it out of the appointment book and removes it from all the employees, so obviously it can't be booked in. Your next one I'm going to be doing is marketing. Okay, thank you.